Hello, my name is Kumar Swarab and I am a research scholar in the School of Technology and Computer Science at TIFR Mumbai. Today I will be presenting my work titled Online Energy Minimization under a peak age of information constraint, which is joint work with Professor Rahul Vaze, who is a faculty in the same school. So consider a node where updates are generated intermittently and the node transmits these updates to a monitor. At any time t, the monitor has a subset of these updates, and depending on which update the node transmits and at what time. So at time t, the age of information at the monitor is defined as the difference between the current time instant t and the generation time of the latest update available at the monitor at time t. Uh, in other words, this age of information is equals to the age of the latest update available at the monitor at time t. So in this work, we consider this node monitor pair, uh, and uh, the node has to satisfy a peak age constraint at all times. That is, at all time t, the age of information at the monitor should be less than t for some given constant d. Also, the node has variable rate transmitter, so it can control the transmission rate for its update at all time. So it can transmit updates at large transmission rate, but for that it will consume large amount of energy. Uh, if the node has an update to transmit, it can choose the transmission rate uh, s of t at each time instant t, and accordingly it draws power p of st, where p is the power function, which is an increasing and convex function of transmission rate s. The objective is to consume minimum energy while satisfying the peak age constraint, and we assume that the intergenesis time of updates are arbitrary and only causal information is available at any time t. So this is basically an online problem which we will consider next. But before that, let's consider the following example. So let updates are generated at time instant t naught and t1, and the age of we know and the age increases linearly with time. So to satisfy the peak age constraint, an update needs to be transmitted before this time instant t2. So let this update generated at t1 is transmitted before time t2. So the age of information increases to the age of the transmitted update. Uh, Now note that after this update that is generated at time t1 is transmitted, this update that was generated at time t0 becomes obsolete. So we find that all updates need not be transmitted. Uh, Further, at any time t, the age is delta t, and if no update is transmitted, then after an interval of length d minus delta t, this age of information will be equals to d. Therefore, to satisfy the peak age constraint, it is required that an update is transmitted before this time instant, uh, which we call as a deadline constraint, because this requires the node to transmit an update uh, before this time instant. So in rest of this presentation, we will call this time instant uh, uh, t plus d minus delta t as the deadline. Also note that this deadline at time t is equals to the generation time of the latest update transmitted until time t plus d. So we saw that not all updates need to be transmitted. So in this example, let we uh, uh, consider the trade-off between different updates that a node can transmit. So consider an update one is generated at time t naught, and the deadline is t naught, uh, and the node begins to transmit update one, and at a certain time t1, uh, it has a certain number of bits left to transmit, and at that same instant, update 2 got generated. Now the question is whether to keep transmitting the update 1 or discard update 1 and transmit update 2. So let's consider this case by case. So case 1, the node continues to transmit update 1. So in this case, the node can transmit the remaining bits of update 1 at a low transmission rate because only few bits are remaining. However, after this update gets transmitted, the deadline will be reset to T0 plus D, where T0 is the generation time of update 1. So note that this new deadline is small. So if the node has to transmit another update, it will have to transmit it at a with a larger transmission rate. So even if it transmits update 1 itself at low transmission rate, but next update will have to be transmitted at large transmission rate. In case 2, when the node discards update 1 at time t1 and begins to transmit update 2 at time t1. So because update 2 has more number of bits to transmit compared to update 1 at time t1, the node will have to transmit update 2 at larger transmission rate. However, when the update 2 gets transmitted, the new deadline, that is T1 plus D, is large, so the node can choose to transmit the next update at a low transmission rate. So this is basically the trade-off. So the decision variable that the decision that a node needs to make is at any time t, if it has updates available to transmit, that it needs to choose which of the available updates it should transmit, and also at what transmission rate. So as we already discussed, so this is an online problem, and for this for such online problem, the goal is to find a causal policy with least competitive ratio. Basically, competitive ratio is the ratio of the energy consumed by a causal policy and an optimal offline policy. So let's denote the sequence of update generation times by sigma, the time horizon time horizon by t. So this time horizon is known to both causal policy as well as an offline policy. So then the competitive ratio of a causal policy pi is equals to the ratio of the energy consumed by causal policy pi to the energy consumed by an optimal offline policy, maximized over all tuples sigma comma t. The closest work related to this problem considered here is on job scheduling, where jobs arrive intermittently with each job having a deadline, with each job where each job has a deadline, and the server can process these jobs with adaptive processing speed, and the power consumption is an increasing function of processing speed. The objective is to consume minimum energy while processing all the jobs before their deadline. For when the power function is polynomial, s to the power alpha, where s is the transmission rate, processing speed, then references 1 and 2 propose the causal policy with competitive ratio at most alpha to the power alpha. When power function is exponential type and all jobs have a common deadline, in this special case, references 3 and 4 proposed a 3 competitive causal policy. But we find that this job scheduling problem is still very different from the problem that considered here, because in job scheduling problem, the deadline is associated with each job, whereas in the problem that we consider, the deadline is associated across different updates. Also, the deadline is independent of policy in job scheduling problem, whereas here the deadline depends on the policy. Also, unlike job scheduling problem, here in the problem considered here, policy needs to decide the subset of updates that it should transmit. This it is the considered problem is combinatorial in nature. So in the rest of the talk, we propose a causal greedy policy and upper bounded competitive ratio with respect to an optimal causal policy, which is currently unknown for all increasing and convex power functions. So let's define a few notations. So first we assume that all updates are of equal size. We denote this size by W. D denotes the peak age constraint, and delta T denotes the age of information at time T. For this greedy policy, we define this function f, which is basically a function of these W, D, and delta T as follows. The greedy policy says that at any time T, if there is an update to that it can transmit, then it should transmit. And the rate at which the update should be transmitted is computed at the instant the transmission has to begin, as per this function that we defined here. And after this transmission rate is computed, the update is transmitted with this fixed transmission rate. And if a new update gets generated while the previous update is being transmitted, this greedy policy ignores the new update and continues transmitting the old update. That means the update that is being transmitted until the transmission of the update completes. After that, it again computes the transmission rate according to the function defined and transmits the latest available update at that instant with the computed with the transmission rate computed. After this update gets transmitted, if there is no update, then it waits for another update to get generated. And as soon as another update is generated, it again computes the transmission rate and transmits the update with the fixed transmission rate. So basically, this greedy policy at any time t, if update is being transmitted, it continues transmitting the update at the same rate. That is, it never interrupts an ongoing transmission. Otherwise, if no update is being transmitted, but an update is available, it begins to transmit the latest of the available updates with the speed defined here. So under this greedy policy, the transmission rate is constant for an update. Also, the transmission rate is determined at the instant the transmission of the update begins. Next, we consider the intuition for choosing this transmission rate function. So basically, this transmission rate function consists of two terms. The first term is needed to ensure that the update that the node begins to transmit at time t gets fully transmitted before the deadline, which is at time t plus d minus delta t. The second term puts a lower bound on the transmission rate to ensure that the update does not take too much time before it gets transmitted, because we saw that this greedy policy, once it begins to transmit an update, it ignores all the new updates that are generated. So now the main result of this work is as follows. So we derive an upper bound on the competitive ratio of this proposed greedy policy, and we find that for a polynomial function, it is of the order 3 to the power alpha. And comparing it to the job scheduling problem, there the best guarantee is of the order alpha to the power alpha. When power function is exponential, 2 to the power s minus 1, this competitive ratio is of the order 2 to the power 3w by d. That is, the competitive ratio increases exponentially with the ratio that is w by d. But next we will show that um, in fact any the competitive ratio of any causal policy when the power function is exponential has similar order of dependence on W by D. But before that, let's discuss the proof of this result in brief. So for any policy, recall that after every fresh update is transmitted, the deadline is reset to a new time instant. So let an optimal offline policy pi star transmits updates generated at time t1, t2, t3, and so on. Then successive deadlines for pi star are t1 plus t, t2 plus t, and so on. So we partition the time horizon into intervals between these successive deadlines, and in each of these intervals we show that the optimal offline policy has certain properties such as it pi star transmits exactly one update in each of these intervals. Also pi star the transmission rate for pi star is at least W over D in each of these intervals. Um, uh, at the time instant when uh, pi star transmits, otherwise it is 0. Um, and pi star never decreases the transmission rate until the end of the interval. So so we compare these properties of pi star with those of the greedy policy in each of these intervals to derive an upper bound on the ratio of energy consumed by the greedy policy and the optimal offline policy pi star, and we extend this to the entire time horizon by taking max over the upper bound on the ratio of, for each interval to get the competitive ratio. Now the next result is we derive a lower bound on the competitive ratio of all causal policies. So this is to understand the dependence of the competitive ratio of an optimal causal policy on the parameters of the system. So we found that for polynomial power functions such as s to the power alpha, the competitive ratio of any causal policy grows exponentially with alpha. This is similar to the competitive ratio guarantee that we have for the proposed greedy policy. For exponential power function, uh, we find that the competitive ratio of any causal policy grows exponentially with W over D. That is the ratio of the update size of updates to the peak age constraint. And for the proposed greedy policy also, we have a similar order of dependence of the competitive ratio on W by D. So we see that the proposed causal greedy policy has similar order of dependence on the parameters as the derived lower bound. To prove this result, we basically construct an example where we consider 3 updates to be generated. The first 2 are generated at time instant 0 and d by 4. The third update is generated either at time d by 2 or at time 5d by 6. And we show that any causal policy, irrespective of its actions, consumes large amount of energy compared to an offline optimal policy for at least one of the 2 instances of the update, the generation time of the third update. In summary, so in general, we showed that the competitive ratio of all causal policies depend on the power function P, the update size W, and the peak age constraint D. For polynomial power functions, we saw that this simplifies to simplifies and becomes independent of W and D. We also proposed a greedy policy and derived an upper bound on its competitive ratio and showed that the dependence of the competitive ratio of the greedy policy on the parameters is similar to the lower bound. Thank you.